service providers for food and other, but EMPD sits there as part of it, just to listen, so that when you plan, you include whatever that Sazria is doing.
Yeah.
Because by law, we need to know, and Sazria is legislated. It came, as I've said, but I'm talking, this thing after the football, Kaizer Chiefs and what. But now all of us must comply and make sure that, but you don't discuss deep security. Even that meeting, they tell you, no, don't want security matters.
Yes,
just confirm that there will be safety, officers will be there, it's only that, you see. But this one, on Chief Mapiye, I know that he will change at any time.
Yeah, yes, and I think I would like us to confine ourselves to Chief Mapiye's conduct.
Yes.
On the 29th, he approves a plan recommended by you and Commissioner Mzolo on the 29th of March.
And
as per your annexure JD 4. We've agreed on that.
Yes.
Okay. We have the State of the City address on the next day, on the 30th of March 2022. All goes well.
Chief Mapiye is questioning himself.
All goes well. We are still on the 30th.
Oh, yes.
Yes. On the 31st, Chief Mapiye issues this letter to Commissioner Mzolo and, as you say, questioning himself.
Yes.
And that is very strange. And you say that he did quite often.
That's him.
Okay.
That's why before we communicated, earlier on I raised that.
Yes, no, you did.
I
confirm you did earlier in the morning.
And here I feel pity and I feel sorry. I think that's why Tiso Pimzolo didn't even address it to me and remember this thing.
Yes.
Because he knows.
Yeah, he addressed it to Commissioner Mzolo. It says, it just has him at the top of the document.
And as a chief of police, he was supposed to call all of us, and because I don't believe it's coming from him.
Okay.
You see, I don't believe.
Well, let's accept for now that it is from him. He tendered into evidence before the commission. He says, I am the author of that document.
Oh, yes.
For the moment, we'll accept,
yes.
And I do take your skepticism that he actually is the true author. But be that as it may, let's continue.
Oh, yes.
Commissioner Mzolo, on receipt of this letter, which actually requires that a report be filed by Monday, the 4th of April, at the close of business, one would expect Commissioner Mzolo to say, oh, Chief, it must have escaped your mind. We have an operational plan.
Which page?
What? We were at page 104. We're looking at Chief Mapiye's letter.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm saying he addresses that letter to Commissioner Mzolo.
Yes.
And I would expect that Commissioner Mzolo, I don't know, would respond and say, oh, Chief, you've forgotten as usual. Please refer to the operational plan that we had approved the day before the State of the City address. At least Commissioner Mzolo would remember. Correct? Or
yes.
You don't want to commit?
Now I'm thinking about something, Sazria and the person who comes from that division.
Let's leave Sazria for a moment.
Yes. So there you are correct. I'm thinking
what
about
I don't understand about Chief Mapiye, you have emphatically stated that here is a plan. I'm one of the people, I being Commissioner Mkhwanazi, who recommends the plan. My direct boss, Commissioner Mzolo, signs and supports that plan. And finally, Chief Mapiye approves that very same plan. This is on the 29th of March. On the 31st of March, 48 hours later, Chief Mapiye returns and addresses a letter to Commissioner Mzolo asking who gave the instruction for additional security, what is the name of the company that provided all that detail. The detail that by right ought to be covered in the operational plan that he approved. We've just dealt with that. And we're wondering what exactly is happening. Now, if we go to page 105, it's an email. And I see this one as an email from Commissioner Mzolo. It's dated the 4th of April, 2022 at 11:11. And it is addressed to Ivan Duplessis, and copied to Isaac Mapieye. And one of the people copied here is Julius Mkhwanazi at julius.mkhwanazi@ekurhuleni.gov.za. That's you, is that not so? Is that you, Commissioner Mkhwanazi?
Yes.
That email reads, Deputy Director Duplessis, and that is because if we go to 105, I, Duplessis, was listed as a person for inquiries. It reads, please note that I wasn't aware of the deployments of the private security company till I was asked by the Chief of Police. I thereafter spoke with Director Mkhwanazi, who confirmed the presence of the private security company at the soccer. I spoke with Director Mkhwanazi to respond to the attached memo from the Chief of Police before close of business on 4th April 2022. Kind regards, Goodman Mzolo, Deputy Chief of Police, Operations and Specialized Services, Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department. It would appear from this document, this email,
Yes.
that so too had Commissioner Mzolo forgotten about the operational plan.
Yes.
So he too had forgotten.
That's what it's appearing now.
Yeah. Did he talk to you about this?
Yeah.
You said Chief Mapia's personality is such that he will say this today and
Commissioner,
say that
sorry.
about Chief Mapia. You said that he will say this today and say that tomorrow, and basically suggesting that he does not have a backbone. Correct?
Earlier on.
Yes, not so long ago.
Yes, I've
And
said so.
do you say, and in fact I think you did say so, that Commissioner Mzolo was also aware of the plan for the state of the city address, security plan that is? He was aware beforehand?
Yes.
Yes. Now, all right, thanks. So you explain Chief Mapia's letter demanding a response by the 4th of April, basically on the basis of flawed personality. Can you explain sensibly why Commissioner Mzolo would also want a response to Chief Mapia's email? Why would he also do so?
I think he didn't, maybe doesn't want to put himself. I think they were getting pressure somewhere, you see, because the document.
Where could that pressure possibly be coming from?
It may be politically. Remember, it's a collusion. We're having many political organizations or pressure from those that are internally outside. We have monitored and seen people that they don't know and what. Because I know that thing of people that they don't know, it did came after that. There were people that but after the event, you see.
So with regard to Chief Mapia, you are now giving two reasons. A reason that you did not give earlier.
No, I even said when he gets pressure somewhere, he changes.
All right.
When he gets pressure somewhere,
all right.
He changes.
Depending on the further questions that Ms. Sildo asks you,
yes.
I have another question.
Yes.
Maybe she will cover that. Yes, Ms. Sildo.
Thank you, Chair. In that document, JM22, at page 105, you are a recipient of that email.
Yes, I agreed.
And in that email, Commissioner Mzolo claims that, second paragraph of it, yes. I spoke with Director Mkhwanazi to respond to the attached memo from the Chief of Police before close of business on 4th April 2022. My first question to you, did he talk to you about this?
No.
He didn't? Okay. No. Notwithstanding what he wrote here?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, no.
Now,
and may I raise something? I met Babu Mzolo nearly every day.
Yes.
You see, as I'm saying that he treated me like I treated him like my father. He will call me at any time. Come. Maybe twice or thrice per day.
So, you are copied on this email.
Yes.
In one of your daily meetings. Did you ask Boss, what's with the email where you say you have spoken to me about something that you haven't? Why do you write that in an email? Did you take that up with him?
No, I didn't pursue anything after this. No, after this, the only thing that we had, it was a debriefing where I went to that office of alderman, or office of the mayor. There they told you, no, we are happy. As I'm telling you that there was excitement, we were happy.
Yes.
They were happy. And she even told me, alderman, she even told me, hey, today I was well protected, safety, you see, smiling. And there she was sitting with the husband and the staff. It was after the state of the city.
So she could see the improved quality of security being provided.
Yes, that we provided on that day.
The mayor.
Yes.
The mayor.
Sorry?
The alderman is the mayor.
Yes.
She too was happy with the improved security.
Yes.
And
not the improved security that we provided that day.
That day.
Yes.
And she expressed herself as such to you.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes. In front of her, in front of the staff and.
Yes.
You see, that day I got stars and I felt so proud.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now 2 days after, this stepping up.
So in light of that experience and the gratitude as expressed by the mayor, on the 30th, after a job well done, unfortunately the next day you are confronted by Chief Mapiea's, for lack of a better term, strange letter to Commissioner Mzolo, and to your surprise, Commissioner Mzolo not only fails to remind Chief Mapiea that no, we have a plan for this. You remember, Chief, we all signed it. He actually then claims that he spoke to you and imposed that deadline of the 4th of April. I told Commissioner Mkhwanazi that he must file a report in response to that memo before close of business on 4th of April 2022. And this he communicates to Chief Mapiea on the 4th of April at 11:11 in the morning. So you have about 5 hours before the day is up when he tells Chief Mapiea this. Firstly, you say he never had that conversation with you.
On the 4th?
Yes.
Yes, the email says on the 4th.
Yes.
Yes.
So you never had that conversation?
No.
You say that you never picked it up with him. I say, you said that contrary to what Commissioner Mzolo states here, that I spoke with Director Mkhwanazi to respond to the memo. You say it's a mistake, he didn't.
No, we never communicated. Yes. Maybe he forgot or maybe he wanted to address it formally like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you say you never had opportunity to raise it with him and say, Commissioner Mzolo, I think something went wrong here. That is not the correct position. You never had that opportunity.
No, after the state of the city, we continued normal as in like after that weekend, you see, like we used to do.
So then it should mean, it should mean that you I apologize. It should mean, therefore, that this is where the matter died. You didn't engage Commissioner Mzolo about it. So the matter died here.
No, it didn't die.
What happened?
Remember, we talk about suspensions and that means it's continued.
All right.
I said earlier on, some of the things here. Now it's for the first time to see.
Apologies, perhaps let me put it in proper context when I say the matter died. There was a memo from Chief Mapiea demanding accountability. Commissioner Mzolo says, I have no clue. I only find out when I read your memo, but I have directed Commissioner Mkhwanazi to respond to this memo by close of business today. But then you say he didn't talk to you about that, and as far as the response to the memo is concerned, that is where the matter died.
Yeah, but in terms of the email, I know he's a very strict person, you see.
Who's that, sorry?
Bamzolo.
Okay.
When he send an email, he wants to respond.
Yes.
He doesn't. He's not a person who just send an email to me. As I'm saying to you, he will call me if he's having issues. But when there's an email, you see, even after that means there was something serious.
Yeah. But then this wasn't directed to you, really. You were copied. It was directed to Duplessis, I don't remember, I apologize, I've forgotten the title. So you were just copied in an email to Chief Mapieye.
Yes, but this tells me that there was something serious.
Okay.
I know how he operates.
But then,
I have a note here that Ivan Duplessis is the staff officer running activities in the office of the Chief of Police.
okay, I accept.
Maybe you can put it in
You heard what Commissioner Kumalo said in trying to assist me to identify. Yes.
Yes.
And in fact, I did point out that in Chief Mapiye's own letter, he identifies ID Duplessis as staff officer, gives his rank as colonel. So it's somebody within the chief's office.
Yes, earlier on I said there was someone, just a comment,
Yeah.
who was working at sport and recreation for many years and came back to be a staff. I was talking about him. He was working with Sazria.
Oh, okay.
He's an expert, and that's why I wanted to comment when I say Sazria.
Yes.
That means it's coming. I wanted to say that, but it's not relevant to this. But in my mind, you say, if you even notice that I'm thinking now, you see. I was thinking about that, Sazria, you see. And say electronically signed, something came in my mind and say, Eish.
And now, because at least now we understand why these strange happenings, based on your version, it's because both Chief Mapieye and Commissioner Mzolo were experiencing pressure from someone. Correct?
Yes.
But as you say,
Which of course is pure speculation thus far. I'm saying which of course is
Yes.
pure speculation
Yes,
thus far.
yes.
Yes.
I agree, Commissioner.
thank you, Chair. And it's with that appreciation in mind you decided, I'm not going to engage with this matter further.
No, I decided not to do that.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm thinking that have I ever responded to Babu Mzolo? Because I know that if he writes an email, you see, to him, that means it's something that is disturbing him, you see. He doesn't mind to call me 3-4 times.
Yes.
Yes, you see.
But one thing you can say for a fact is you did not provide a response to Chief Mapiye's questions as Commissioner Mzolo states that you will at page 105. You never did that one.
I can't remember of that.
Okay, let's...
Whether it's verbally or I can't remember. Yes, we'll engage in terms of what, you see. We'll engage in terms of that. The event and...
This is 2022, it's about 3 years ago, so yes, memories fade. So let's speculate a bit. If you did respond, what would your response to him have been? Would it have been something like, oh, Chief, oversight on your part, here is the operational plan we signed on the 29th of March? Or what do you think your response would most likely have been?
To Chief Mapieye?
Yes. Or to Commissioner Mzolo, who's your direct boss, to say, please remind Chief Mapieye of this. Well, would you likely have done that?
I would have been disturbed because I communicated.
Yeah, remember now we are in the arena of conjecture. You don't remember whether or not you responded, and I'm asking if, let's say, you did respond, what would have been the content of your response?
I wouldn't even have responded
I
because I would be shocked and say, this they know. They were there. You know, in the state of the city, the mayor and the chief of police, they work like this. They become twins. It's a parade where the mayor parade with the chief of police. They stand in fact, the whole day, he's with the mayor goes with the chief of police. You see, anything that happens, you see, you are aware about environment and everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's the one that welcomes the mayor. When the mayor parks the vehicle and everyone, the chief goes and welcomes him and takes him to mayor's parlor. From mayor's parlor, the executive mayor moves to the chamber. From the chamber...
Sorry, what's that got to do with what your possible response would have been?
I'm saying he's aware about every dynamics, anything that, even the cars and everything.
I'm asking because you're going on, and I'm not sure at all.
Humble apology, Commissioner.
I'm sorry?
Humble apologies.
Thank you, Chair. Okay, so we've settled that. Likely you did not respond.
I think that
Yes.
because maybe I've responded, but it's out of.
Okay. Then to look at the last document, can I invite you to still same file, but page 109. It's 2 pages, 109 and 110. What's reflected on those pages are actually 2 emails. The first reads from Ivan Duplessis. Now, if you go midway the email, there is a second email there. Do you see it? Commissioner,
Yes.
you see it?
I'm reading it. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because you are reading it, perhaps just let's do it for everyone. Who is that email from?
From Ivan Duplessis.
Okay, now let's move to the second email. Below that, there's another email below that.
Yes,
And who is that email from?
it's from me.
Okay, it says sent on, please read the date and time into the record.
It's 2020-04, 1656.
Okay.
Or for April 1556. 1656.
Oh, correct.
It's 4 minutes to 5.
5. Then
And that's Chief Mapia's deadline. That the response must not be later than 4 April 2022. Correct?
No, it's Chief Mzolo saying I must respond. He said you must respond before.
But the deadline originally came from Chief Mapia. Correct?
Came from Ivan. Or it came from Chief Mapia.
Yes.
yes, thank you, Chair. And I see it's addressed to Isaac Mapia, Bedford View, Goodman Mzolo, Kempton Park, and Ivan Duplessis. You confirm that?
Yes.
That's you writing an email to those 3. The subject line is feedback report of security questions of soccer. You see that? Do you see that, Mr. Mkhwanazi?
Yes.
Please read that document from where it states good evening. Thank you.
From where?
Where it states good evening, the salutations.
Good evening.
Yes, please read the rest
Kindly
of it.
receive the response to the question of additional security that assisted state security address or from city or state of the city address held on Wednesday, 30th. We requested Cat VIP unit to assist our team of VIP with 8 specialized members after receiving information on the 29th afternoon of collapsing a state of the city. Oh, yes. Targeting some of the principals in the city, the city Director Mkhwanazi called an agent security. Director Mkhwanazi called an agent security meeting of specialized service on the 29th to respond to development threats against the soccer principals after identifying that threats were not only inner parameters but included outer parameters. We requested Cat VIP security to assist us with the team of well-trained protectors after former members of SANDAF Task Force, SAPS Tactical Unit, to give backup to our VIP escort to deploy at outer parameters, higher buildings, working with SWAT unit and our command specialized services with the EU CLU will continue to gather and give information. All other information personnel will continue to secure internally and externally. All other security personnel will continue to secure internally and externally. Cat VIP protection and assessment management. Cat VIP security and asset management. 8 VIP protectors were deployed to assist 2 vehicles. Assisted for escort 1 BMW sedan with the following rate BZ99, CK99, BWC done with the following. Our security personnel are not provided on submitted or submitted Sazria committee, but a formal security plan was developed and submitted to the Office of the Director Specialized Services, Deputy Commissioner Operations and Specialized Services, EMPD Commissioner for the final approval. The execution is confidential. The execution is confidential. It is only of the security cluster or EMPD, of which it was done telephone communication was done after briefing or after receiving the developing threats were informed. The objective of the plan was protected the event against all threats received, counteract any illegal activities they may collapse the city address, to protect life against all sort of danger, to maintain law and order. Provided by J.D. Mkhwanazi, EMP Director, Specialized Services.
Thank you, Commissioner Mkhwanazi. That was your response to the query raised by Chief Mapieye on the 31st of March 2022 regarding the deployment of Cat VIP to the State of the City address. And your response is very detailed. Now, let us just go through your response and what you are communicating to Chief Mapieye. And I'll start by saying, I would have expected, if you did, when you respond, to give Chief Mapieye a copy of the operational plan that Chief Mapieye signed. But you don't do that. Instead, you choose to provide an extensive narrative as to how that came about. Yes, you want to say something?
Yes, I didn't know the registration plate. I'm not denying this. And why will I even inform the chief that the formal security plan was developed and submitted?
Please wait for the question. Commissioner.
So in the response, you do not furnish Chief Mapieye with the operational plan that he signed 48 hours. No, it's more. That he signed on the 29th of March. He approved.
Yes.
On the 4th of April, you don't say, Chief, I think you missed something. You forgot this little operational plan we approved. You don't do that. Why not?
When you continue with paragraph, when you continue after the registration plate, it says, all security operational personnel are not provided or submitted to Sazria, but a formal security plan was developed and submitted to the Office of Director Specialized Services, Deputy Commissioner Operations Specialized Services, and EMPD Commissioner for final approval.
Yes.
It does remind him that it was submitted.
But what it doesn't do is say, here is the plan submitted to you that you approved. That it doesn't do.
It does on this paragraph, madam.
Where does it say, attached, please find the operational plan that you, Chief Mapieye, approved? It doesn't do that.
Yes, it doesn't say attached.
I would have thought it would have been a quicker email because instead you had to write almost 7 paragraphs. Now let's look at what you wrote to Chief Mapieye on the day. And I want to refer you to page 109, where that email starts. You say, kindly receive the response to the question of additional security that assisted at the State of the City address held on Wednesday, 30th of March, 2022. So it's very specific, and it is responding to Chief Mapiye's query. You start off by saying, we requested Cat VIP protection unit to assist our team of VIP with 8 specialized members after receiving information on the 29th June of collapsing state of the city, targeting some of the principals within the city like the executive mayor, the speaker of council, chief whip, other seniors, city officials, and the guests of the city. You see where I'm reading?
Yes.
Okay. You start by saying we. Who is the royal we? Is it a royal we, or is it we, a number of people, and if so, who?
The
Who's
royal we,
included
like
in the we?
yes, like I'm expressing on myself like we.
Or the we is a reference to yourself?
Yes, as officers, yes.
You continue. I, Director Mkhwanazi, called an urgent security meeting of specialized services on the 29th to respond to respond to the developing threats against soccer and our principals, after identifying that the threats were not only on inner parameters but included outer parameters. So you, Director Mkhwanazi, called an urgent security meeting. With who did you call this meeting?
As I've said, that I've called all operations, those that commanders that are here.
It's a strange way of expressing yourself. You don't say Chief Mapieye. You called Chief Mapieye and your boss, Commissioner Mzolo, and Superintendent Klimba. You ordered them to a security meeting.
No. They're seniors. I'm saying operational members.
But you say, I, Director Mkhwanazi, for avoidance of any doubt as to who I is, I called an urgent security meeting.
Yes.
So you called Chief Mapieye and Commissioner Mzolo and everybody else, and you threw them in one room for a meeting.
No. As I've said, that I came with, there were operational commanders that are dealing, or unit commanders, the head of these units. You see, I've clarified the head of this unit, which Mzolo doesn't sit in those meetings, but Mapieye doesn't sit in those meetings.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
So then you were not in that security meeting with Chief Mapieye, with Commissioner Mzolo?
No.
You were with other people?
I met with them, not in the same meeting. No, they were not part of this meeting. No, they don't sit in this meeting.
Right. So
yes.
You, Director Mkhwanazi, called this security meeting with other key persons, right?
Yes.
You say, we requested CAT VIP protection to assist us with a team of well-trained protectors who are former members of SADAF task force, and then you list them there. And once again, based on your advice earlier.
SANDAF. Oh, yes.
Based on your advice earlier, I interpret the we requested CAT VIP as the royal we, meaning I, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, requested CAT VIP. Am I still correct?
Yes, the way you're reading it.
Yeah, so each time I see we, I should read that as Commissioner Mkhwanazi. Correct?
Oh, this document is giving me something now.
I know it's giving me clarity. I hope it will give you too.
You, but not me.
Okay. Let's continue. You might just get the clarity you need. Let's move to page 1110. I will skip the first line, CAT VIP protection, 8 VIP protectors, and the detail of the vehicles. I'll skip that for the moment. Okay, and then I'll move to the next paragraph after that, and that reads, all our security operational personnel are not provided or submitted to SASRIA committee, but a formal security plan was developed and submitted to the Office of the Director Specialized Services, Deputy Commissioner Operations and Specialized Services, and EMPD Commissioner for the final approval before the execution, which is confidential. Do you see where I am?
Commissioner, can I ask something?
Yes, sure.
Can you check the validity of this email? You know, I'm starting to contest and doubt it. I'm humbly requesting, you see. I really, I signed my documents, you see. And I didn't even know the registration plate of the cars. You see, something is busy coming in, man. That's why I'm busy shaking my hand, you see. There's an expert who's having access of our email who can check our email and open my email. Now this paper trail, it's giving me challenges now. And I'm looking at the dates, 2 February 2023. And the way it came from.
When you say you sign your documents, Do you mean you sign even emails and all of them?
I don't.
You don't?
I print and sign. You see, but this one I'm challenging it.
I'm not.
No, I don't even have a clue of this document.
I'm not talking about documents meant to be attachments.
Oh.
I'm talking about emails. Emails.
I don't write such.
Not attachments to emails. Do you sign emails?
No. But again, I don't write such big emails. Like, I'm very short on my emails.
No. Please, let's talk about one and the same thing. I'm asking, do you sign emails?
No. Email
You don't.
is an electrical side or what you
My
say.
understanding, as I am looking at this document, is that it's an email. So you would not have signed it because it's an email.
Oh, yes, you're correct there.
So please don't talk about signing all your documents. Yes.
Thank you,
Mr.
Chair. So, yes, I've noted you've placed on record
Yes.
that you contest the validity of this document, and do you go so far as to suggest that it's a forgery? You did not dispatch an email that we are currently all reading.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember any engagement about state of the city after the event.
It's not so much about remembering engagement, it's the content. Is this something you said or could have said? Well, I'm trying to understand exactly what it is you are taking issue with. Do you deny categorically that you sent this email? Remember our previous conversation, you said you never took up the matter. You didn't go back to Commissioner Mzolo.
Yes.
The matter died there until they came back and to retaliate, and then you were being suspended.
2020, yes. 2023. Yes.
So therefore you are saying, because I, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, I did not respond to Commissioner Mzolo's email of the 31st of March 2022. Therefore, there is no response. I even invited you that let's go down the route of conjecture a bit. If, let's assume you did answer what could possibly have been your response, I suggested that based on your previous evidence, the most logical response would have been, Chief Mapieye, Commissioner Mzolo, I guess age is catching up with both of you. Here's the operational plan we all filed. We agreed you never did that. We get to this document, which is supposed to be, on its face, appears to be an email from you, addressing, curiously, the very specific query by Chief Mapieye, not annexing the operational plan, but going rather into extensive detail of where this originated from. We requested CAT VIP protection to assess, right? Right down to the detail as to the assistance provided. We read the paragraph that says all our security operational personnel are not provided. You agreed with that paragraph. You say, but that's precisely, yes. So which part of this document are you suggesting is a forgery? If you agree with some parts of it and not others.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm going to check who was my PA and ask about this. You see, I think it's very important from on my side.
Yes.
You see, let me not point a finger.
Yes.
You see, let me go and do my own verification and confirm.
Yes.
But how am I going to track all the emails?
And when will you come back to us on that?
But
I'm not sure, because I must try ways to talk to the employees, because I still do want commissioners. For now, I'll take it, but I want to satisfy myself. Because even the type of English, the way
suggesting what will not be a conservative estimate. What are the outer limits of when you can possibly come back to us?
Will you allow me to forward a formal report if I don't come physically? Just to forward the report to the Secretariat Data Committee.
As long as
I confirm it is mine.
A supplementary statement, not a report.
Oh, yes.
And a supplementary statement that just addresses the issues raised by Ms. Silva.
Please, Commissioner, I'm humbly requesting for that.
Yeah, one, was this or is this indeed your email? Two, why did you respond the way that you did? That's it. That's a one-pager, basically.
Yeah, no, I will request even to check the track for communication from Ivana Pantina. But that's fine.
Have
It's
you
going to be
given
one
me?
page.
Sorry, by when? By
No.
when?
I'm on suspension, but I will try this week. I will try to this week. I will request them to
I'll
at
be
least-
generous and say Monday.
But thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Thank you. You are assisting me a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Commissioner?
To the extent that you can, please help. Please help. Will you welcome the assistance? Will you welcome the assistance, or do you prefer to do it on your own to make sure that the response you get is not again what you may suspect is possible forgery?
In fact, thank you. You are assisting me a lot because I'm outside. When it comes from her, at least she will be able to communicate within the city.
All right.
Thank you, Commissioner.
You'll interact with them.
Thank you, Commissioner.
We will talk and arrange.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. We shall.
Because
Thank
the
you.
English here, I know my English not
and-
this one.
Sorry. And Ms. Sillo, I was by no means imputing possibly impropriety on your part. I was addressing myself more to the Commissioner's suspicions.
Yes.
Not,
No, I'm no confusion at all
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank
you,
you.
Chair. Yes.
Thank you.
Commissioner Khumalo?
I'm reluctant to put it to Commissioner because I suspect that you are going there. So I will wait for you to finish
Okay.
and then I need to say something. It's really the consequences if this email is authentic.
Yes. Okay. I was going to go there. That would have been my last question, but I'll reserve it for Commissioner Khumalo because it shouldn't have been accompanied by another. We are now at page 110, and we are going to deal with this letter or this email cautiously. We are going to assume for the moment that it's authentic, particularly in respect of the paragraph that you admitted to, which is the one at 1110. The one that reads, all our security operational personnel are not provided. So I'll just confine myself to that one because we've already admitted the truthfulness or the correctness of that paragraph. Right?
You know what makes me doubt it again? Asset management. Why asset management in that operational? It's page 10.
Oh, yes, the first entry on
The
page
first,
1110,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
You know, you did note and you did make a note of the detail regarding the vehicles as well. And these are matters that make you seriously question the validity of this document. That is noted. But I just want to confine myself to the paragraph that you did not challenge and you seemed to be in agreement with. Now, it says...
I don't call them commissioners. I call them chief of police. This thing of commissioners is starting now. You see, in those days, deputy chief of police, deputy chief of police. The commissioners were just following the trend now, and you see, it makes me to. I know they call themselves to me. If there's no council resolution.
Sorry, yes. Commissioner, you were still coming to your question.
Yes, I'll still get
please,
to the question.
Again, Commissioner, again, please. It's very late in the day. Please wait for the question.
Thank you, Chair. I'm interested in this part of that paragraph. You say, and I'm reading from the end of the first line, a formal security plan was developed and submitted to the Office of the Director, Specialized Services. I've come to understand that's you, yourself, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, correct? Director, Specialized Services is Commissioner Mkhwanazi.
Oh, yes, I'm following you.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you will say Deputy Commissioner Operations, that is Commissioner Mzolo. Am I correct? Or am I wrong?
No, you're correct in this paragraph. It says
yes.
so.
And then you say, it's Operations and Specialized Services, and we have agreed that's Commissioner Mzolo. And EMPD Commissioner for final approval. before the execution, and that is EMPD Commissioner, I take it to be Chief Mapieye? Correct?
I call him Chief Mapieye, you are correct. Chief Mapieye, you are correct.
No,
you are
but
correct.
That it would,
yes,
thank you.
Yes, you are correct.
It is the last part of that sentence where it says, having submitted then for final approval before the execution, it reads, which is confidential. This document is confidential. In regards to who, between Commissioner Mzolo and Chief Mapieye, is this document confidential? So they can't see it.
That's the confusion that I'm having. You can't have.
My confusion is worse.
I can't say the document is confidential to the high authority who's commanding EMPD. There's no confidentiality. It may be confidential to any outside people, not to them.
Okay.
I still say, and I will request again through you, Commissioner, let's track all the emails that I've sent on this day. You see, the type, and you'll see the format and what you call this thing, where you are saying, like your address, your contacts and everything. You see, print it on that day as it is, you see, and compare. You see, you'll see something.
Okay.
This is too different from Julius Dr. Mkhwanazi.
Yes.
Or director, or that time it was director.
Yes. Continuing on that paragraph then, it says, it is only for the security cluster or EMPD of which it was done. Now, okay, this suggests that this document that you reference, that was developed and submitted to the Office of Director Specialized Services,
Yes.
which is confidential, is only for the security cluster or the EMPD, of which it was done. So it was submitted to the security cluster. I don't know if it's a security cluster of EMPD or EMPD, but you're suggesting that it was tabled to that body. Who makes up the security cluster?
It's EMPD.
I know it can be.
Yes, no, it's EMPD. Then you have your security.
Okay.
Or let's say for in terms of this,
Yeah.
it's these people that are here. It's a security
I
class.
hear where.
It's SAPS. It's security from all security companies. We call them security agencies, and us we form a security cluster. In the meeting, operational meeting.
Apologies, Commissioner Mkhwanazi.
Yes.
You said all the people who are here where?
No, I'm talking
Just
about.
that-
Sorry.
Just that clarity, thank you.
JD 5, page 9, the operational plan.
Okay.
Let me lift it like this so that you can see. I'm saying these people, all of them, they form a security cluster.
I'm at JD 9, paginated 16.
No, it's page 9. Page 2 of 1-4 of the operational plan. It's JD.
Oh, I paginated 9. I'm with you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I've found myself. So which people? I see the operational command structure.
Yes. The security and SAPS, they form a security cluster. All police and security agencies that were part of, they form a security cluster.
So it's all who are listed here,
Yes.
including the external forces and the command structure.
Yes, it's a cluster, yes.
So CAT VIP security on this logic would be part of the security cluster of EMPD?
Yes, not EMPD. I'm saying they all form a security cluster. You see, that's why I'm having a problem with this.
This security cluster must be located somewhere. It's not in the air. Is
No.
it of the city? Is it of the council?
No, let me explain.
Yes, please.
When we are having a meeting
Yes.
for a different or another event, for example, let's say it's called by the province, it will be simple. They will call the metros, the small municipalities, they will call the security service providers, it should be SAPS, then it should be a provincial traffic department.
Yeah.
All of us will become a security cluster. Those that sit and plan
Oh,
that
okay.
security.
So is that
Yes.
gathering, can I call it an ad hoc gathering that comes together for purposes of a specific event? That's what you call a security cluster?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's not a
Yes.
formal structure of the council or
No.
municipality? Okay.
No, it's not a formal
I
structure.
did.
You are correct when you say ad hoc.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Then you conclude that by saying telephonic communication was done after the briefing or after receiving developing threats, seniors were informed. Which seniors are you referencing there?
That's why I'm saying I'm having a challenge with this thing,
All right.
with this document.
Okay.
You see, I've talked about this the plan. I didn't even use some of the language, the asset and other things. I've talked about my statement.
Yes.
You see, this is far different from.
Yes.
We even asked about the vehicle, said no, I was not there operational. You see, I didn't, on that day, I didn't even see the vehicles like physical. I can't even remember them. But now, from nowhere, I remember everything. You see.
Can I just share a curious feature about this letter, about this email? And of course, I pointed out, quite appreciating that you seriously challenge
Yes.
the validity. Okay, the record will show. But I would like us to go back to a letter dated the 16th of October 2021. The chair engaged you on this letter previously, and you said you are absolutely certain, and you said so unequivocally,
Yes.
that this is a fabrication.
Yes.
It's a forgery.
Yes.
Okay. If we could just go to that letter. It is a Spice Annexure RS 2A. 2, not A, Roman 2, I think, yeah. That would be at page 4 of Spice's bundle.
Annexure.
Okay, you remember that letter?
Yes, the same letter.
Okay, let's go to the bottom part of it where it lists the vehicles. It says, these are the following, page 4 of Spice's bundle. It lists, okay, those numbers. Please, the document you have, does it look like the one on the screen? Is it redacted? Or does it have actual registration numbers?
No, it's the registration numbers.
Okay, good.
Yes.
We won't call them out. It's redacted for a purpose, not to publicize unnecessarily certain detail, okay? But you and I have the version that has got the actual numbers.
Yes.
I was going to ask you to read them out, but then I won't. But I want you to compare. Please keep your email open, page 1110, and we look at this Spice RS2 Roman 2.
JM email, eh?
Say that again, sir. You remember the email?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I got it.
that email. Now, you see at the top of that email at page 110, it starts off with Cat VIP protection and asset management, followed by 8 VIP protectors were deployed to assist. And I think that accords with the number appearing at page 2 of your operational plan, and that is paginated 9. You remember that table you took Commissioner Baloyi to, where
Yes.
you reference Cat VIP and Kyalami Security.
Yes.
And I see there it has reflected 8, the number 8 of Cat VIP.
Yes.
So they correlate there.
Yes.
But let's go further. You say 2 vehicles assisted for escort. BMW sedan with the following registration number, the first one. Do you see that?
When
You
you
see
say,
that?
when you say you said, and I'm saying I'm contesting this, because I never discussed the number of personnel, the number of vehicles that CAT is going to deploy. It's a commitment that they make operational when they're planning, not with me.
Okay, let's just. I don't want to misquote you. So you never discussed a number?
Yes, no.
So
we don't.
up until the State of the City occasion started, you had no clue how many people Cat VIP was deploying on the day?
No, I know because of the plan. Because of the
Yes.
plan that I signed. But I'm saying I never discussed. Yeah, it's like I'm the one who discussed and
No. It says 8 VIP protectors were deployed to assist. It
But
says nothing about discussion.
No, it's my, it came as my email.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yes,
So,
yes.
To come the 30th of March 2022, you figured 8 VIP protectors, highly skilled former task force members, were suddenly made available. I'm trying to understand. You knew on the date of the plan, based on your version, that there would be 8. You knew. It's here. It's
Based on the plan that I got.
yes. No. The plan that you supported.
Yes,
Yes.
on the plan that I got.
It's-
Not to say I'm the one who.
And look,
provided.
where in these documents is it suggesting you are
No,
what?
this document,
Yes.
according to it, it is me who wrote this.
Yes.
That means I know.
Well, it has got to be you because if you look at page 109, I took you through this. The second paragraph says, we requested Cat VIP Protection Unit to assist. And I said, who is we? You and who? And you didn't hesitate and very comfortably that, no, we means I.
Yes, but when we're going through, I started to doubt it and said,
But then
no.
it's a detail you didn't like, not
No.
so much that you, the royal we, addressed the letter. I'm trying to understand.
No, through you, commissioners. I even read SADAF. I don't write SADAF. I even corrected myself when I say it's SANDAF. There I don't make mistake.
Okay.
I don't want to say I hated SADAF. I know SANDAF. I won't make that mistake. That's why I said SADAF. You see.
Okay, I take the point. So actually I'm making you now compare two documents, the authenticity of which you challenge.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yes.
Because I just want you to have regard to item item 5 on that species page 4. See item 5? It's got a registration number. It's redacted on screen. I don't have to read it out. But you can see it on your document, correct?
Can you say item 5? It's in number 5.
Yeah, as in number 5.
The vehicle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
yes.
That registration number
Sorry?
is the same registration number that appears at page 110, where it says 2 vehicles assisted for escorts. BMW sedan with the following registration number, and it gives you the number. That's the exact same number that appears on item 5, right? Correct?
Can I ask something? I request to be guided.
Yes.
Commissioners, if I say, for now, I dispute this, how do we take it forward?
The record has noted, and I've said...
As I've said, that 100%, I will appreciate your intervention because it should be neutral. I will be happy for that.
Yes.
You see. But now I'm questioning and I'm busy committing myself.
Oh, no.
And I'm disputing the same documents, both of them. And you are correct, you assisted me by referring to, because they're talking one and the same language. And something came in my mind, and I'm contesting it, you see.
Yes.
And I'm contesting this.
Can I clarify something?
Yes.
The record will definitively show that Commissioner Mkhwanazi, on this particular day, when testifying before the Commission, challenged the authenticity of that document marked RS2 Roman 2, Spes RS2 Roman 2, which is the blue document you have before you.
Yes.
You consistently no, that one you didn't challenge. You said it was a forgery. That's not your signature. That's on record, and the record will show.
Yes.
As regards annexure JM21, the email that we are reading, it's sort of a half-hearted challenge. Could be you could be the author, but some aspects of that email are highly questionable, such that you doubt whether you really are the author, but you do not reject it as vociferously as you do this one that's on the screen. The record will show.
No, I do. I've said I do.
Okay.
Yes. That's why I'm even requesting the assistance from the commissioner. Because I'm going to frustrate you.
Let me finish, because I wanted to explain something. I said, let's consider both these documents, accepting that you deny their validity. I just want us to compare certain elements between the two. If it is established that both are a complete and utter fabrication, whatever you'll have said will not be held against you.
Yes, and the commissioner, they even said, he spoke about the consequences, you see, but he said he's going to address that later. That's why I'm still firm even now, you see. I can't challenge the commissioner's documents and dispute them whilst I know that there are consequences. I've said I'm here, I want to be honest, I'm going to be honest, but even here, I'm honest. This document, I'm disputing them. No challenging, it's having some limitations.
But that's not what the last few questions by Ms. Sillo are about. What Ms. Sillo is asking you, look at page 110. And where two motor vehicles are mentioned, Ms. Sillo says, look at the first one, number 1. Look at the registration reflected on there, and then go to number 5 of RS2 small Roman 2.
Yes.
The letter that you are disputing. All that Ms. Sillo is asking you is whether you do see that the registration reflected there, make of the car reflected there, that is on both documents, is the same. It's as simple as that.
I get you, yes, Commissioner.
So
yes.
You agree?
I see, yes.
Thank you so much, Chair.
And
in the same vein, please then look at the vehicle registration the vehicle registration number at item 6 and compare with the second vehicle at page 1110. Once again, it's the same registration number.
Yes, it's the same registration number, yes.
See,
that's all.
I said you should try to be very brief. We would have saved a lot of time.
At least, but Commissioner, you are simplifying it for me. That's why I keep on saying at least you are. Because I don't want to hang myself about something that I'm doubting. But now you have simplified. Answer the question. Yes,
thank you.
No, I appreciate, and perhaps the fault is mine. As the day wears on and my exhaustion sets in, I become less articulate. So I do apologize, Commissioner Mkhwanazi. Commissioner Khumalo, you had questions. Thank you.
This is what I'm going to put to you, Commissioner Mkhwanazi. If you did send this email on page 109, if you did.
Yes.
And if the contents of this email are correct, then the operational plan you have presented to us cannot be correct because it was compiled on the 28th of March 2022. So if, according to the email, you received the threat on the 29th, and then you contacted Cat Protection Services on the 29th, and then you made that emergency arrangement, there is no way this detail would be contained in an operational plan compiled on the 28th of March.
Yes. Commissioners, when you go to Jameson Civic Center, there are cameras there. You see, I think if I'm not at work, if you can check the dates of the planning and everything, you will see Cat, you will see people that were in that meeting. You see, from outer perimeter, inner perimeter, they are visible. When I say Cat was there, he was there. You see, let me assure you on that. Something that you'll be able to see on the video. You see, let me assure you on that. And I trust the compiler, Lieutenant Colonel Klimba. She's a very disciplined somebody. She's not close to me. She's not close to anyone. When we task her, she does the work. You can even contact her and communicate between her and IPD to confirm that. Please do that. I'm not I don't have influence at IP than what. But please do that and confirm that plan. You will say this commissioner is talking truth, you see. Because I was not even there when IP took the plan from her. But please do that.
And just one last point. Yes. There are consequences when people come to this commission and they don't tell the truth. So I just want you to be aware of that.
And we are saying it for the second time, Commissioner. Yes.
Thank you, Commissioner. Yes, Commissioner Bowman.
Commissioner, I'm here. It's me here.
Oh, it's the tiredness. I'm Police Commissioner.
About this email that you've been discussing, I just want to make sure I understand what is your issue in this. And I'm going to put to you items just to check whether you dispute that or not, right? Yes. It's not about whether you wrote the email, but yes, it's the content. Yes. So this email in the second paragraph says, we requested Cat VIP to assist our team of VIP with 8 specialized VIP members. Do you dispute that you did that?
No,
that
no.
You requested Cat VIP and that they assist you with 8 VIP members?
Yeah, in terms of the numbers, we didn't discuss the numbers. The numbers, when they discuss the commitment, they make the commitment when they're doing the plan.
Okay.
You see.
Let me say it differently. You knew, because it's in the plan, you knew that Cat VIP brought 8 members to the operation.
Yes, after receiving the plan, yes.
Well, you were part of the plan. The plan was given to you, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you knew when the plan, I think it's Lieutenant Klimba brought the plan to you, you knew that there's 8 people that are coming from Cat VIP.
We are correct on that.
So there's no dispute about that, which is recorded in the email.
Yes.
You told us that the following day, the mayor, after the state of the city, the mayor congratulated you, right? So you would have received a report.
No.
If you didn't see it on the night itself, you did receive a report about this operation or the deployment of Cat VIP.
No, I corrected it on the same day.
Yes.
After the state of the city.
Okay.
On the 30th it's the 30th of
Yes.
April.
So you
because
knew.
I remember when there was a husband,
Yes.
it was the same day.
Okay. So I just want to
everything.
establish,
Yes.
to understand what it is that is a problem in this email, right? Which is, in fact, that which matters. One, we know that you are the one that approached VIP, Cat VIP, right?
Yes,
so there's no controversy that this email says that.
Yes.
2, we know that there are 8 people from Cat VIP who were deployed that night.
Yes,
so there's no question about
no,
that.
No, there's no question.
It's in your plan.
Yes.
You saw it in the plan.
I saw it in the plan,
okay?
yes.
And if you were there that night, you would have seen them. They're protecting your mayor. You asked for them. You would have known there are 8 people who are protecting the mayor.
No, the way we sit and the way they're deployed is different.
I thought you spoke to them that night.
No, I spoke to the 3 of them, yes.
Okay.
But
All
in
right.
terms of checking the numbers and everything, in the state of the city, from our end to sit inside the chair.
Don't tell me about the sitting. You knew that 8 people were deployed from Cat VIP.
Yes.
The email says so. So there's no controversy there, right? You would have known that there were 2 vehicles from Cat VIP. Forget the registration number, forget the model of the car. You would have known that there would have been 2 vehicles.
According to the plan, yes.
According to the plan?
Yes.
Which you approved, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
which
you knew
I
that.
signed.
So you knew that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, of what is it here in this email that is of significance that relates to this deployment,
yes.
which is at issue?
Yes.
It doesn't seem like there's anything that is serious that is being disputed about this email relating to the deployment itself. Remember, we're talking about the deployment.
Yes. Now, in terms of deployment, I don't have a challenge.
You accept what
yes,
is in
accept
here.
in terms of the content And in terms of for example, I've said.
How they write. You say you don't write that way. Okay, that's fine.
And such big paragraph.
That's
I'm a
fine.
person who can write this paragraph and include.
You've said that.
Everything. Yes.
Okay, you've said that.
I've been speaking about VIP protection since from the morning.
Yes.
I never spoke about asset management.
Okay, that's
something
fine.
new to me.
Okay, remember it's me who's trying to clarify, so allow me to ask my question and to stop you because I'm trying to clear in my head.
Yes.
So we've established the things that are not controversial, that were in fact what happened on the night. There was that deployment, right? Now, look at page 109 that we are looking at now. There is an email there from Ivan Duplessis on the 11th of April 2022, and this one is addressed to you. It says, Brigadier Mkhwanazi, the Municipal Police Commissioner Mapia requested me to convey the following message. Please take the below response and correspond on an EMPD memorandum and sign. Did you receive that email? It's addressed to you, and it is addressed on the 11th of April.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember?
Yes.
Okay, you're not denying it. Maybe you did, but you just don't remember.
But the good thing, when we check, it's going to be in the same
That's fine.
trail, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to assist me on that.
Okay. Now, we know that you submitted a plan to Commissioner Spies. Commissioner? You still with me?
I'm not. It's something that it's coming in between Ivan and Rebel.
You can pack it and then
Yes.
you will discuss it with Ms. Silla. I'm just trying to clear my questions. We know that you submitted a plan.
Yes.
You gave it to Commissioner Spies. That's why we have this discussion about this is a fake plan and it's not a plan. You submitted that.
Yes, it's correct when he said, Mr. Mzolo said, you must give the plan to Rivers, but I submitted. It's correct. It's correct.
When the investigation was happening. Remember, you were asked, Spies is conducting an investigation, and you were asked to respond to these issues.
No, a person was conducting
Erasmus.
In Erasmus, yes.
Did you submit a plan to Erasmus?
No. I submitted the Deputy Chief of Police, Goodman Mzolo, said I must submit it to Revos Peace. And I physically went there and submitted the plan to him.
Okay. And this was because you were being asked questions about this, right?
No,
there was an investigation now.
No, at that time, there were no challenges. You see, that's why I submitted willingly. Okay. I think there were investigations. As I've said to you, that there was this thing of media and what, but internal at that time it was quiet and normal, and I didn't suspect anything.
I thought you said Erasmus was conducting an investigation.
No, Erasmus came to me.
Yes, because he was conducting an investigation.
Yes, the other 2023.
Yes.
Yes, but it was after I submitted everything to Revos Peace.
Okay.
You see, yes.
All right. So are you saying you never responded to questions about the deployment on the night? Is your evidence that my PA said, ask the question, I want information about this deployment. Remember that email you were discussing with Ms. Sello? So Chief Mapia says, I want answers. He says to Mzolo. Are you saying to us you never responded to that?
Commissioners, can you assist me by taking through it? Ne? You will correct me if I'm confused. Ivan Duplessis sent an email it's the first one. It's on the second to Ekurhuleni Tipa.
Forget that one. That's in 2023. We have been discussing with you Chief Mapia's email of the day after.
I'm going to 2022, Commissioner.
Yes. No, I'm saying don't talk about 2023. It has nothing to do with what we are discussing.
Yes. I'm going to your email, which says 11 April 2022.
Yes.
Yes, I've said to you, when Mr. Mzolo say I'm responding, Mr. Mzolo doesn't just say send email. He will call me physically.
No.
I don't get
I've asked you.
Oh.
I've asked you this email from Ivan Duplessis on the 11th April 2022. You see it?
Yes.
I asked you, and you've answered me. I'm not sure why you're going back to it. I asked you, did you receive this email? Because it's addressed to you, and you said, I don't remember.
Yes.
And I said, you can't, so you're not denying that you received it, you just don't remember. And you said yes.
Yes.
So we're done with that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Silo, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. Chair, I would be ready to move on to the next topic. I'm in the Commission's hands.
Ms. Silo, unless I missed it in earlier discussions, there was the issue of the registration of the vehicles.
Yes.
The Commissioner spoke about it when in his allocated time.
Yes.
The registration of those vehicles?
By
Staying.
case, the proxy, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
And I thought we would still come back to it because I had a question that I wanted to ask to clarify something that he had said.
No, by all means,
You
Commissioner.
are done with it.
I'll be done with
Okay,
it, yes.
all right. Commissioner, you remember the discussion about the vehicles that that letter of donation
Yes.
that you took to Stain,
Yes.
that you should get them registered?
Yes.
Okay. Now, and I think I understand, I wanted you to clarify that earlier on. You said the registration of those vehicles happened even though the vehicles were with Matlala.
Yes,
They
we
were
did.
registered into the EMPD's
Yes.
books, or whatever that means,
Yes.
but they remained with Matlala.
No, not EMPD books. They were registered at cities. The proxy.
Okay.
Yes.
So those
We
were
did register
registered
them.
as to become officially on the E-Natis. They became City of Ekurhuleni motor vehicles,
Yes.
but they were sitting with Matlala.
Yeah, we have not yet received them. You are correct.
You never took
Yes,
them.
yes, you are correct.
So what it means is, for a period, a private entity was sitting with vehicles of the city because they are registered as the city's vehicles.
Remember the
The
process.
answer has to be yes. I have to insist. The answer has to be yes.
For this process, yes, because we didn't receive them. You see.
So, Cat Matlala for VIP, Cat VIP, for a period, had in its collection of vehicles that were registered in the name of the city. So if they are stopped on the road, that vehicle, if it is checked, would appear on E-Natis, would appear as an EMPD vehicle or city vehicle.
Yes, if they're driving, you are correct. You are correct. You are correct.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
And what was the reason for registering them before they were handed over? What was a compelling reason? Because I've bought only one car in my life. I know it gets registered and then it gets handed over to me.
Yes, Chris said he's still busy processing. He's still busy with the process. And I was pushing him, this fine. I said, no. You mustn't rush. The process must be followed. You see, he knows the processes and everything. He was still busy.
My question is, why were these vehicles not handed over to the municipality, and then when they are under the control of the municipality, when you know what's happening with them, where are they going, what are they being driven for, who's using them, why couldn't that be done, and then registration happens when they are under the control of the municipality?
We didn't think of that, you see. You are correct when you say they were under the private with the name of an institution, you see. But we wanted them to be donated when everything's finalized. But what you are raising is true. Driving with the name, but I didn't even ask, are you driving or are you parking them? You see,
do you know what they were used for in the period after they were registered in the name of the city?
No, I'm not aware. No.
Have you asked Mr. Matlala, what did you do with these vehicles in the time that they were still registered with the city?
When we communicated, he was asking about the process. But I never asked him,
So
what are you doing with those vehicles? What? I never asked that.
So if those
Correctly so.
vehicles were involved in criminal activity, sitting there, you have no idea.
I think we will, because any vehicle that is detected to a crime, it goes direct to Chris. Chris is able to detect all those
You
vehicles.
don't know. As you sit there,
Or me, I don't know. Yes.
you have no idea.
Yes.
And yet you are the official that caused these vehicles to be registered while sitting with a private security company, and you don't, once you have registered them, you don't check what's going on with these vehicles.
No, Commissioner, to be honest, I thought this process is going to be a process of a week or 2 or 3 weeks. I never thought even it's going to have some delays. I thought it's going to be 1, 2, because of the excitement. There's a letter, he said he needs the letter, and then he's going to finalize the process. When I asked him, no, now there's a process, that's where I saw it's going to, you see.
Why were these vehicles registered back to Mr. Matlala's company from the city?
There was noise now. You see, as I've said that.
Sorry, there was what?
No, as I've said that Rev of Peace, Deputy Chief Rev, went to Chris, according to Chris, and told Chris, you see, and asked about the vehicles and raised all these issues. Then Chris came to, Mr. Mzolo informed me, hey, there's a noise about this process of yours. But Chris told me that Deputy Chief of Police, Rev of Peace, came to him complaining about vehicles and everything. You see, then there was this disappointment, and he said, no, I don't want stories. But from my side, there was this disappointment, and said, no, it's fine, let's cancel this thing.
Did the deregistration happen after this story was in the media? The deregistration? Was it, you're saying Mzolo and then Spies. So in the timeline and evidence that we have received, Spies becomes involved because there's a media inquiry, right? So it's in the media. That's why Spies becomes involved for the first time.
Yes.
And then he makes inquiries with Steyn. So my question is, the deregistration back to Mr. Matlala, it happened because of now the matter is in the media, and there are now questions about it.
Yes, you are correct. It happened because of Deputy Chief Rivers Peace went to Chris.
Okay.
You see.
So somewhere in your evidence, I understood you to say you were finalizing an item to go to council at some point. Did I understand you?
Chris was doing that.
Yes.
It's his responsibility, not us. EMPD doesn't do finalizing of vehicles and everything.
And what was going to be submitted? What were you going to ask from the council?
No, I don't know. He was doing that.
Yeah, he must have told you, these are your vehicles. This is your project. So let's speak frankly. This is your project. He's just the proxy. And that's why you went to him to say, you are the proxy, help with the registration. So you remain interested in this. And
yes.
When he says, I have to go to council, firstly, you said to us, he said to you a letter of, I think you called it
yes,
commitment or something?
intention to commit.
Yes.
To commit, yes.
He said to you, that's okay. Just give me that letter of commitment and I will do it. Now he says to you, I'm preparing an item to go to council. And remember in your statement, you say, they told you this is how it was always done. It was done with a letter of commitment. Even Mapieye has done it. Now Chris turns on you and says, I'm preparing an item to council. You did ask him why. If he told you that, you did ask him, and what did he say to you?
Not an item. He said there's a process, you see.
To go to council?
Yes.
Yes.
Then he came back and told me that, no, now we are cancelling. There's a noise. Revo came to me and...
I'm asking you this question. When he says to you, it must go to council, after first telling you that a letter of commitment is fine, I'll do it with a letter of commitment. And we know he did that because these vehicles were registered to the municipality at some point. When he says to you, I'm now preparing an item for council, you must have asked him, why now? Why are we involving council? What do we want from council? You must have asked him, and my question is, what did he say to you he wants from council? Why is this going to council?
No, to be honest, Commissioner, I didn't ask because I know that he specialized. I was told that, no, in terms of these processes, he knows these processes better. I didn't even want to put pressure on that. You see, I didn't do that, honestly, so I didn't.
Okay.
Yes.
And you did not do any formal process to take those cars now out of the name of the EMPD. No approvals internally, no reports, nothing. Because remember, these cars belong to the municipality now. They are sitting with somebody, but they belong to the municipality. Now, when you give them back to their owner by deregistering them from the name of the council, there were no reports to council, or to the municipality, actually, let me say, to the city.
Remember, they were not yet processed to council. He was busy with that process. I think that's why it didn't, you see. But I was called.
Yes.
And asked, why did you deregister the vehicle that we were supposed, because we are told the vehicle did. I said, no, but Revo Speed, Deputy Commissioner Revo Speed, tiredness, see, raised the issues of the car and everything. And to be honest, I was starting to be aware that all the character, or the way they were raising about Vusi Matlala and social media, and you see, then I think that's why again that I didn't push, I didn't want to resist, you see. Sorry. I said, no, it's fine. Okay. See, because I wanted peace and stability on my side too.
You probably were listening and you heard Dr. Mkhwanazi say that a donation like that you arranged and then you got space to do was unlawful because there's a policy of the city for accepting donations. You know that you now know that it's unlawful, in fact, what happened.
No, I didn't listen. I was having pressure for documentation and everything.
Yes, I remember that you were consulting. Let me put it to you. Dr. Mkhwanazi said this donation was not done in accordance, this thing that's called a donation, was not done in accordance with the policy on donations, and therefore it's irregular and unlawful. Do you know that it is irregular and unlawful, what you did?
No, I think Chris was going to tell me because if there was a legislation or there was a policy that does that. For the method that he said a letter.
So you disagree? You disagree with the city manager who says the authority lies with her, and if you don't do it in accordance with policy, you've acted irregularly and unlawful. You don't agree with her?
No, I don't disagree.
You don't disagree?
Yes, I didn't know. I don't disagree. I didn't know.
All right, thank you.
Yes, I didn't know.
Ms. Siller, now you can close.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi.
Just one very brief point, Commissioner. At the time you were introduced to Mr. Van Wyk and Mr. Matlala, what was your mandate in terms of your position? What fell within the purview of your functions? I pray that it's not a very long list.
May you repeat the question for
your
me?
Mandate,
so that
your mandate, or what were your functions? What were your functions at the time you were introduced to Mr. Van Wyk and Mr. Matlala?
The director of operations, specialized services.
Yes.
Directing operations operationally. Yes, in terms of crime prevention, in terms of, let me say crime prevention per se, your crowd management and traffic law enforcement, all those things.
All right. Maybe let me be direct. Did health fall under, was health issues relating to the health of EMPD members, did that fall within your mandate?
No, health doesn't fall within the mandate of EMPD. That's why I said let him go and present to the seniors and CSMT. Didn't fall within my mandate. Let me not talk about the EMPD. Let me talk about my mandate. Didn't fall.
All right, thank you. But do you know then why this was brought to your attention by the members that did so? Do you know why they did not go to the people, the relevant people?
They were reporting to the same decision, or the same division, or they were reporting to my division. And I usually interacted with members and everything. See, that's how they introduced and said, no, go and see.
And can you tell me then why you went to meet Mr. Van Wyk with regard to this issue? Why did, once your members reported it to you, why did you not tell the relevant people that there's such and such a person who have been told can provide this service to the municipality? Why was it you that went to Mr. Van Wyk?
Oh.
In fact, yes. In fact, my question actually relates to both. You are the one that goes and meets Mr. Matlala. You are the one that goes and meets Mr. Van Wyk.
Yes.
But let's just focus on Mr. Van Wyk.
Yes. No,
Why did you go there? Why did you not tell? Once you are told by your members, why don't you tell the people whose function it was to deal with matters of this nature, so that if they saw a need, they would then be the ones that went to meet Mr. Van Wyk? Why was it your business to go and meet Mr. Van Wyk?
Why done, Commissioner?
Why was it your business to go and meet Mr. Van Wyk?
Yes. First of all, when the members presented it, they presented it as they didn't have so much information, but they were specific in terms of it's going to assist us in terms of operations, it's going to assist us when we are involved in shootings, in terms of first response and what. It was on a perspective of
exactly my
benefiting.
point. Exactly my point. You then go to the relevant people,
yes,
under whom matters of that nature fall, or under whose mandate matters of that nature fall. You go to them and you say all of what you've just described now. You say that to them. And if they see a need to then meet Mr. Van Wyk, it would be up to them to do so. Why did you not simply go to those people and say to them, my members say this? It's a simple question.
Yes. When I went to him, that's when I told him, because he clarified.
No.
That's when
we are not at the stage when you go to him and meet him. I'm saying, why did you not simply go to the people whose mandate it was to deal with matters of this nature? Why did you not do that?
And
why was it your business to go to Mr. Van Wyk?
Because
it would be them, once you detail all of the things that your members detail to you, it would be for those whose mandate this was to then consider whether it was worth their while to go meet Mr. Van Wyk. Why did you not do that? Why did you not go to these relevant people?
And even now, Commissioner, if I can tell, I don't even know the person who left that mandate within.
Please repeat that.
Even if I can tell you now, I don't even know the specific person who have done that mandate within.
No. Come on, please be
because
serious.
It's something that has to do
Commissioner,
with insurance. It's something that has to do with operation tactical.
Commissioner,
it involves different.
Commissioner, please. You cannot seriously say you do not know who the people are. You are within the metro. You work for the metro. And this is a matter that relates to the health. I'll use health broadly, because even if you've been shot, that in a sense still relates to your health. You are within the metro. Surely you would know who the people that handle matters of that nature are within the metro. You cannot seriously say that you do not know who the people are. Come on, Commissioner.
Commissioner, please allow me. I've said it earlier on that it involves different departments. EMPD, it's your human resource, it's your health, but health, the mandate, it's limited because health deals with primary health care, clinics and everything. That's why I said you must go and present where there's everyone. From that side, at least we'll have clue and clarity.
Are you saying that there wasn't one central or focal point
for
within the entire metro,
no,
one focal point relating to or that handled matters relating to health. Are you suggesting that?
Yeah, remember it was not health.
You may, no. All of the 3 or so things that you itemized. I'm talking about those. So let's not waste time and run circles around that issue. So I'm saying, are you saying that within the metro there wasn't one central and senior person under whom all of these various departments fell, and to whom you would have simply referred this? I'm trying to understand why it would be you that goes to Mr. Van Wyk.
Yes, I'm saying that, Commissioner, except maybe the Office of the City Manager, which is a central. That's what I'm saying.
All
yes.
right,
According to my understanding when I looked at it. That's what I'm saying, Commissioner.
I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. It's 8:30. I'm finished with this topic and ready to start another topic. I seek the Commission's guidance. The next topic is not a long topic. We should be able to wrap it up fairly quickly, in no longer than perhaps an hour, just over an hour. We have a witness scheduled for tomorrow at 9:30. In light of the lateness of the hour, is it possible to request the Commission that we reconvene perhaps at 8:30 tomorrow morning to deal with that topic with Mr. Mkhwanazi in a bid to avoid a knock-on effect and delay the next witness? Yes, that's the best I can do. But he is not done. Mr. Mkhwanazi, Commissioner Mkhwanazi's own statement is still quite extensive and covers other areas.
Yes.
But this is as far as we can take it today. But I was suggesting that there's another important aspect we can deal with very quickly tomorrow morning. If we say start at 8:30, then we can perhaps consider a plan, or the Commission could advise about a plan of how to deal with the rest of his statement after tomorrow.
For now, perhaps let's just
Yes.
adjourn until 8:30 tomorrow.
8:30.
We'll see when we are close to 8:30.